What is going on, Dragon Ball fans? Unreal Network here, joined here today by 3-Man Broadcast, and today we're going to be discussing our thoughts on Vegito being in Dragon Ball Super, particularly Dragon Ball Super Episode 66, going up against the mutated Ultimate version of Zamasu. Of course, Brandon, you told me you finally caught up with Dragon Ball Super, which I'm pretty excited to hear about. Alright, so before I say anything, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already know my thoughts, I want to get your thoughts on Vegito versus Zamasu and what you believe the outcome is going to be between these two when they fight.
Well, first off, after watching this for so long, or at least watching the fight between these people, I mean, this is very interesting to watch. And at first, I was like, I don't want to get into this because I want to wait till they come out with it in English. But every time I watch even just a smidget of somebody fighting, I always want to just continue and see how they got to that point.
Right.
And the fact that Vegeta and Goku just kept on, and just kept getting their asses kicked, I mean, they just didn't care. They just said, well, we're going to show you how mortals do. You know, you keep saying that we're not that strong or we're idiots for coming at you, where we're going to just keep coming.
Right.
I would have never thought that they would have brought Vegito into this, even though, I mean, they needed something. They didn't have many options. They need something. I really don't know how they're even going to get the Patara earrings unless one of the Supreme Kais are going to give it to him.
The Supreme Kai gives it to him because the Supreme Kai is there with Gowasu, so he's going to give it to him. Because if you notice, Gowasu's earrings are green and the Kai's is yellow, so the Supreme Kai is going to give it to him.
Well, see that right there. I mean, like I said, that's something that's very interesting to me because they only had to use this fusion one time, and that was to face Majin Buu.
Yeah.
And even still, they really didn't defeat him. They defeated Majin Buu, but it made it something even worse than that.
Yeah, I mean, they toyed around with him because they knew that if they killed him, they would kill everyone inside his body. So, like, they deliberately allowed themselves to get absorbed and stuff just to save everyone. But in this case, Zamasu isn't someone that's holding anyone hostage. Like, this is an all-out fight. So how do you think it's going to turn out?
Well, given that fact, I mean, they're not going to have to hold back. So,
yeah.
But you know, Dragon Ball Z is kind of known for people saying, well, I know I can beat this guy, but I'm not going to do it. I want to see what they're made of. I mean, hopefully they don't have that. I mean, they kind of have...
For the first time, I don't know if you noticed, for the first time, I think, ever, Vegito looks like he's struggling, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how strong do you think Zamasu is going to be compared to him then?
Well, like people have said, whenever they put the Patara earrings on, their powers like escalated like massively. So, yeah. But at the same time, Vegito, we had never seen Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, so we don't know just how powerful he is.
He's gonna be strong, bro.
He could be, you know, at the same level as the other guy, but I'm not sure because, I mean, who knows? I mean, like you said, Vegito's struggling, so by him struggling, we don't even know if he's gonna win or if that fusion is gonna.
The reason why he's struggling is because Zamasu's immortal, but like what I'm really curious on is how like that defect happened upon Zamasu. Like it's just he's like all like messed up. Like he looks like Two-Face from Batman, and it's pretty cool to see that because we've never seen that side of Zamasu like at all. But we get to see both characters struggling, which is good because for me, I want to see both the hero and the villain struggle. Like I don't want to see the heroes overpower the villain by any chance because I feel as if that's a little unfair. So seeing Vegito kind of struggle against Zamasu, especially towards the end when he held him down and then Zamasu just like blew him back, like it was crazy. So given the fact that Zamasu's immortal, right? Do you think Vegito can do anything to kill him? Like, I mean, can a mortal really kill an immortal? I mean, despite how strong he is, because at this point, I think, in my opinion, Vegito has to be stronger than him. But even if he's stronger than him, that's still not going to fare up against someone who just can't die. So do you think, in your opinion, that Vegito does possess something that can kill him, just for good? Or do you believe that even Vegito can't do anything against someone that can't die?
Well, unless he has some like secret technique that we've never heard of. I mean, Gogeta had something where he could like throw it, make the person explode from the inside out.
Yeah, that's non-canon, so sadly enough, it doesn't count.
Well, I'm talking about the Janemba thing.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, but that movie's non-canon as well. So the continuity of that doesn't apply for this. You're talking about the Stardust Breaker,
yeah.
And like that could be something, but again, it's like it's still a move that would imply on physical damage. So I don't think that physical damage would even apply for Zamasu.
Well, I think that Zamasu, first of all, I think the reason he's mutated kind of like that is because I think they're not able to handle having that much power, and I think that is probably what happened.
Well, they actually fused. Remember, I don't know if you remember in Dragon Ball Z, the Elder Kai told Goku never to fuse while you're already transformed because that's going to cause like problems. But Zamasu fused with Goku Black, who was already transformed into Super Saiyan Rose. So that could be a defect of the fusion. Like they already fused while Black was transformed. So it's like you can't really do that because it goes against the fusion. Like it'll really fuck you up. So maybe this is the end result of them having to fuse like while Black was already transformed, and this allows them to get all fucked up and stuff. Like that could be the case. But like, what are your thoughts on what are your thoughts on on this particular fight having to be like the be all end all? Do you think there's going to be more episodes following this that's going to conclude the arc, or do you think that this is going to be it?
I mean, if this was it, I think that'd be way too short of a series. But I honestly think, of course, they're going to have a lot more stuff to come because they have all these other universes, and I mean,
I mean like in terms of like this story between Zamasu and everyone else.
Well, between the story in itself, I think that probably will be the end of it because, I mean, these two are the main reason that the future is the way it is, like fucked up and all. So yeah. I think if they defeat the problem, then maybe all this other extra stuff won't happen. Granted, they said Trunks was a lot of the cause of this stuff. If he had just let stuff happen the way it should have, then this wouldn't be going on. But at the same time, I think if they get rid of Goku Black and Zamasu, then maybe this will just all end and they won't have to worry about anything anymore. So possibly they can end up ending it all by destroying Zamasu.
So do you think that it's going to be Vegito? Because they actually hinted on the fact that the Mafuba technique is going to be something that's going to be really important towards the end of this. So I think that even if Vegito holds him back, I think that Trunks might seal him away. But then again, it's like they don't have that magical seal to like put on the jar once they put him in there, so they can't really permanently seal him off. So, in your opinion, how do you think this whole thing is going to conclude? Is it going to be sealing him away? Is it going to be the Omni King showing up? Like, what do you think it's going to be?
I honestly think because Master Roshi did tell like Piccolo and all them, I forgot the seal. I think they'll try to figure something out in their time and say, well, we got to figure out how to get over to them so we can give them the seal.
Right.
And or Bulma might make something because they were working on something, and maybe Bulma will make a seal, or I don't know, maybe something. I think it'll end with him being stowed away in some form because, I mean, that's the only way I can see this ending because they can't, like he said, you can't kill him, and the more you fight him, he just keeps getting gradually stronger. So I mean, you might as well seal him away. That's the best you can do in this event. So that's how I think it's going to conclude.
And like what are your thoughts on like just some people want to Gogeta and not Vegito. Like, does it matter to you in your opinion, like if either or showed up, like Gogeta as opposed to Vegito or stuff like that? Because some fans are just like, oh man, Vegito, he's just too cocky or whatever. Like some people really want to Gogeta. So like honestly, if you never saw this preview, who would you have wanted to see, Gogeta or Vegito?
Personally, I like Vegito better, and that's just because it was just more significant to see that fusion than it was to see two Super Saiyan 4s fuse. But trying to compare these two and who would I rather see, it would be more realistic for Vegito to show up.
Why is that?
Because it just seems like, why would you need to go super? You can't. First of all, they can't even go Super Saiyan 4, so that's one thing. The other thing is, why would you need to exceed what your opponent? I mean, I guess it makes sense, but at the same time, you don't need to go overboard with trying to fuse just to overcome your enemy. So, and even if they were stronger than him, it'd be unnecessary because they couldn't kill him. I mean, no matter what move they use, he'd still be there. Even after they blew him to smithereens, he'd still be able to somehow come back and make himself whole again. So, like I said, it'd be kind of useless for him to be Gogeta if it wouldn't matter if he was Vegito anyway.
So do you think that this is going to be like the only time we'll get to see Vegito, or is there a possible chance that we're going to see him during the Omni tournament or something else?
I feel like this is probably going to be it for Vegito. They probably just want to showcase him to make it seem like he was still relevant to this whole universe and to seem like he was still useful. Because I mean, they only showed him one time in Dragon Ball Z, so I mean, I don't see them showing them again for any reason in this series.
Right. Well, I mean, for me personally, like when I saw him, I lost my shot. I don't know about you, because like having Vegito be a part of this, like I think that he's definitely stronger. Like there's no question without it. But despite how strong he is, it's like this dude can't die. So maybe like there's some sort of defect that happens, or maybe there's like some sort of mutation that occurs that allows Zamasu to, I guess, be vulnerable. Because like half of him is just like all corrupt and like he looks like Bio Broly in a way, like he's all fucked up and stuff. But I mean, by the end of this, like you saw episode 65, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what did you think of that episode? Like if you had to like rate it.
I mean, it was pretty epic. The fact that Trunks was able to even like push back a move like what
Yeah,
Zamasu did.
the father son Galagun too.
I mean, that was pretty cool. The fact because you had in Dragon Ball Z, you had Gohan and Goku doing that
Yep.
as a Kamehameha, and then now you have Vegeta and his son doing it. So I thought that was pretty cool that Vegeta even had that much strength to help Trunks. I mean, and that's one of the other things I've noticed too is that I mean these people have a really big key reserve because I mean as much as they keep getting beat down, like they'll go at him, go at Zamasu with Super Saiyan Blue, and then he'll punch him one good time, and then they'll be back to normal form, and then they power right back up to Super Saiyan Blue. I mean that's a lot of key for me.
Yeah, it's godly key, man. Like they've been training for a long ass time to stand up against people like this. But so all in all, you would say that you are excited and ready to see the next episode, correct?
Oh yeah, definitely. I really would like to stop, but I just can't. I mean, it's just the more you watch it, the more you want to keep seeing what's going to happen next. So
Oh, absolutely.
I'm definitely ready for the next episode.
Absolutely. Let us know what you guys think down in the comment section below about your thoughts on Vegito, your thoughts on Zamasu's deformity. And again, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe. Check out 3Man Broadcast, everybody. Subscribe to his channel as well. We hope to see you guys in the next discussion. And on that note, we'll be seeing you all later. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.